therapy, forest bathing, nature programming is. And it was given the name shinrin-yoku, or forest bathing, in Japan back in the 80s when they found people were getting very ill. Although there are reports back of studies back in the 70s that showed that if you were in a hospital room and you had a brick wall to look at versus having a plant or the outside, that you actually needed less pain medication if you had the natural world to look at, and you healed much faster. Interesting how much that forest offers us, and nature in general, that we don't even realize. It's immersing all of your senses in the forest atmosphere or natural setting atmosphere. You could even do it with a houseplant or looking at images. There's something called mirror neurons where what you see, your brain actually can feel. Some intriguing information. So the goal is to connect deeply with the present moment, similar to mindfulness. And trained forest therapy guides help participants engage in nature using all of their senses. Some of the benefits are amazing. They're countless, and more studies are being done all the time. Some of the findings include a reduction in stress. Spending time in nature can lower your cortisol levels, reducing stress and promoting relaxation. Improved mood with forest therapy encourages mindfulness and connection with the environment, which can enhance mood and reduce symptoms of anxiety and depression. So the more you get out, the better you feel. Boosted immune system. Phytoncides are released by trees during forest therapy, and they may enhance immune function and increase the natural killer cell activity. Phytoncides are the tree's natural essential oils that they pass on to all of their buddies, and that's what helps keep a forest healthy. It's pretty cool. Mainly phytoncides come off of pine trees and oak trees, but definitely getting out, and if you're feeling really crappy, I always recommend just sticking your face in a bunch of pine needles and immersing yourself in the smell, as long as you're not allergic, of course. You can get better sleep too. Exposure to natural light and fresh air always improves sleep quality. Some might say I sleep too much, but I say it's because of where I live and the environment I live in. That's what creates my healthy sleeping. Being in nature also helps to stimulate your creativity and your problem-solving skills. So if you have some things that you need to work out, go sit in the forest if you're able to, or surround yourself with some type of nature, a plant, or even images, and talk to what you see there. You might get some answers you're not expecting. And as I was saying with the mirror neurons, they allow the visual connection with nature as if you were in person. A video of a person touching a tree, for instance, or touching their face, or their hand on a photo of food, or a foot on the beach. Magazine of mountains, serene lake, anything like that can stimulate the mirror neurons in our brains, and we get the same sensations as if we were present and making contact and the connection ourselves. And this is really important for people with mobility issues. Very important. And one of the things of an in-person walk is what we call ethical tending. And ethical tending is making sure that you are taken care of in the forest. As a certified guide, we are responsible for your safety, and we're also responsible for the well-being of all living creatures. So we feel that all beings are alive and deserve to be respected. in the same way that we should be respected. Now, at any time, you can wander off the trail. I always encourage that if it's safe to do so. And explore beings with a magnifier, like a magnifying glass. You can pick them up rather inexpensively. And also only take if there is plenty. So if you want to go pick some wild blueberries for a pie, make sure that you leave some for all the other animals that might need to eat those for their survival. Or if you're seeing a pile of something, don't take the first pile because there might not be any more piles, so you don't want to disrupt the little bit that might be there. And just ask permission before you take them. Introduce yourself, explain why you wanted them, and then the plant has a better understanding. I pick wild blueberries for my tea. I like talking to the blueberry plants and being so grateful for them. And if you lift a log to look under it, just make sure you put it back safely and carefully, because chances are there's some critters that are alive in there somewhere. And just leave things as you found them, unless you're picking up somebody else's garbage or your own. Don't ever leave trash behind. Now, another part of a forest therapy walk or ANWP, Accessible Nature Wellness Program, shinrin-yoku, is that as a certified guide, we lead by invitation. And what that means is we offer a series of invitations along the walk. And it's similar to being invited to a friend's house for a coffee. You might not like coffee, you might prefer to have some other type of beverage, but you enjoy that friend's company, so you take the time and just let them know, you know what, I'm going to come over, but I'm not enjoying coffee these days, so I'm going to have a different beverage. And if I offer an invitation and it just doesn't sit with you in the moment, doesn't mean it might not in the future, but if it doesn't sit with you well in this moment, then I offer to allow you to pick something that might be of more interest to you. Like for instance, if we're walking through the forest and I invite you to notice something that's, purple, and you really don't like the color purple, you maybe have vision issues and can't see the color purple. So then I would offer for you to find something that might be more interesting to you. Maybe it's a different color, or maybe it's a certain shape. But you always have the option to decline the invitation that I make and choose something that might sit better for you. Our blue jays are getting excited because I'm out here. Or maybe the dogs are wandering through the forest. You never know. And with the virtual programs, as I present the invitations, I'll also include images and videos for you to engage with.